Good morning, everyone. How are you today, guys? So we have a missing persons alert that came in, and I want to do an update on it and see if it's in Vermont, and I want to see what the came in last night, and so together we're going to read the article, see what we can figure out, and get the location of where this person is missing, and see if it's something we can help with. It is here in Vermont, and we're going to get into it in about a second. So I got to tell you guys too, we're going to cover an article on, before we even start, we're going to cover an article on the severe weather coming in Vermont. If you are in Vermont, today's Friday, what is it, the 17th, guys? And we're going to get in the light in a minute here. Let's see here. Oh, that's a good cup of coffee. Yeah. So let's go over to our little news item hub area, whatever we want to call it. Actually, it's my art area. So we've got a lot to cover today here in Vermont. And I'm going to be jumping on here a number of times today live to cover some of these things, because there's just a whole lot of news right now in Vermont that I want to share with you. And I'm actually making notes on them. So, which I don't typically do. But, so first of all, I want to share, before we get into the missing persons, just really quickly, guys. Today, Friday, the 17th, there's severe thunderstorms with very large hail heading to two regions, okay? So on Thursday, the National Weather Service is cautioning residents in two regions to look out for damaging winds and very large hail. And this is for southern Vermont and a large portion of New York. So if any of you are from Vermont, that's today, guys. Oh, and it says, get this, as well as Arkansas. Scattered, I'm going to turn this music down. I don't know if you can hear the birds chirping. It's for my birds. I'm kind of talking over it, sorry. Scattered severe thunderstorms are possible this afternoon over New York and southern Vermont. Now, I have found when they say southern Vermont, guys, it's not like a cookie cutter and just perfectly just Bennington or Brattleboro and whatnot. You know, it can reach up, like kind of overlap into central Vermont. In my opinion, I've seen it. So, but this is typically southern Vermont with damaging winds. Get this, perhaps a tornado or two. Okay, you don't hear that too often. You might hear from Massachusetts or even Connecticut, but look, they're saying this is for southern Vermont. Large to very large hail is possible with stronger storms over the northern half of Arkansas. Arkansas. It doesn't say the time. Let's see. Here we go. Earlier today, this was on Thursday. Earlier today, severe thunder warning was put in place in central Wright County in northwestern Texas. Okay, so they're giving us other states. More storms building for the weekend. So let's see if that has anything to do with Vermont. Already this week, we've seen widespread storms. What they're calling storms is really the heavy rain that we've had, and it is difficult to travel in it, especially now being the mud season. But including tornadoes across the country, another round of bad weather is brewing for millions of people. The next storm could deliver some strong tornadoes and monster hail. It's not saying how big the hail is going to be, but I did hear when they're talking about the large hail, it's kind of like it's between, like, maybe it could be as big as an egg or even larger, but they're not saying here. So a dip in the jet stream, and yeah, it's definitely chilly out this morning, which acts as an atmospheric conveyor belt for storms, is ushering an area of low pressure out of the northwest. Okay, I just wanted to cover that, guys, that we have a severe thunderstorm coming to southern part of Vermont. Now, for the missing persons, I was looking at this article that came in last night, and I'm not sure, but it does look like someone who was a neighbor of mine long ago, and I'm not sure of the last name, to be honest, but I really want to go over this because, let's see here. One moment. I had it, I guess I missed it. Oh, wait, let me try something. One moment. Maybe if I go out of that. Sometimes you cover up what you had pulled up. We'll just get the update here. Okay, I don't see any updates, so we're going to go over this. I'm going to put the camera on this person so you can see his face, what he looks like now. And I remember him looking a very different. I'm pretty sure it's the same person. WCAX. I don't have his picture here. Oh my. All right, let's just read it, and then I'll show you the picture that we do have. Vermont police are asking for the public to help for a missing Bristol man. And we'll pull up the map of where Bristol is in a few minutes. This is in Vermont. His name's Timothy Montan, 41 years old, was last seen on Wednesday afternoon in the area of routes 116 and 17 in Bristol, Vermont. He is riding, it says he was, but if they saw him on a bike, he was riding a gray mountain bike and carrying a black backpack and a red bag. Did you get that, guys? He's riding a gray bike. He's last seen on routes 116 in Vermont and 17, okay, in area Bristol, Vermont, and riding on a gray bike carrying a black backpack, excuse me, and a red bag. Investigators say his disappearance is not suspicious, but there are concerns for his well-being. Anyone with information, call the New Haven police at 802-388-4919. Okay, now we're going to see if there's any other. I want to show you his picture. And you would think that would be right at the top of the article, but here it is in the, I just want to see if that was WCAX. And let's see if My Champlain Valley gives us any more info. Here's a good picture of him right here, guys. Now, of course, this picture is see, he's wearing a hat. He has a beard in the picture, so he probably has a beard. Take a good look, guys. He's only 41, carrying a black backpack and a red bag. I'll show you his picture after again. Bristol man reported missing Thursday. This is by Ben Breen, April 16th, yesterday, 2026. State police are saying Thursday they're looking for a Bristol man last seen riding a gray mountain bike. According to VSP, Timothy Montan, 41 of Bristol, was last seen near the intersection of Vermont Route 116 and Vermont Route 17 at about 3:30 Wednesday. Okay, guys, so if you know anybody, this is a Vermont channel. I know we're not very big, but think for a second. If you are in the Bristol area, today's only Friday. I know when I'm riding, when I'm driving, if I'm doing a trek from here to another town in Vermont, sometimes I'm all the time. I do notice if there's someone on a bike or along the road. Within a few days, I'll definitely still remember. So if you remember seeing anybody riding a bike along routes 117 or on 116, I'm sorry guys, 116 in Vermont or Vermont Route 17 on Wednesday about 3:30 in the afternoon, please let your local authorities know. This is Friday, and they haven't seen him, and they're concerned for his welfare, guys. He's described as 5'10", 155 pounds, so he's not very heavy, guys. He's 5'10", bald with brown and gray beard and hazel eyes. So he does have his beard still. We will take a look at the picture again. A photo of Montaigne is included at top. Okay. So, and then again, they give the same, they're saying call the Vermont State Barracks and New Haven Barracks at 802-388-4919. Let's take a look at him again here. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's the same person that I was a neighbor to long ago. Okay, so if you've seen him, here he's wearing his hat. One article said that he was bald. One article, they're not saying if he's shaven or let's see if we can find out any more at all. He is not in the missing persons in America MPIA database. Not yet. He's not there. So let's see. Newport Dispatch 11 hours ago. Let's see what they said about him. I'm trying to get the most updated. This one is by Newport Dispatch. That's the name of the paper here. And by Daniel Durick. And let's see here. Here's another good. This is a nice close-up of him right here, guys. Just for those of you scrolling, this person has gone missing as of last night. Take a really good look. There was somebody else in Vermont missing a couple weeks ago, and I looked it up, and I'm not finding any update on it, so they must have found the person. But I'm going to look again. Oh, maybe this is... No. Vermont State Police are searching for 41-year-old. Again, if you're scrolling along routes 116 in Vermont and Route 17, he was on a gray bike, mountain bike, and he was last seen at about 3:30 p.m. on April 15th. So that's Wednesday, a couple days ago, guys. And so Vermont State Police were notified. They were notified at 1:15, and he was last seen, they're saying, at like 3:30. It doesn't appear suspicious, but they are concerned for his welfare. We do have more information here. So, he was last seen wearing, this is what he was wearing. Oh, listen to this. This is, so, Wednesday was kind of warm, wasn't it, guys? He was wearing a black balaclava. You know what that is? It covers the whole face except the eyes and the mouth, right, guys? You know what I'm saying? That's what he was wearing. A black balaclava and a black long sleeve shirt, a blue coat, and he was carrying a black backpack along with a red bag. He was last seen riding a gray mountain bike. And again, if you're scrolling and you've seen him in the past day, or you end up seeing him, please just notify the authorities, okay? At 802-388-4919. Now, let's see, that was as of 11 hours ago. Let's see if there's anything else at all that we have here. Okay, so we read the My Champlain Valley, we read WCAX, and that's pretty much the latest, is 11 hours ago on Timothy Montaigne. Okay, guys, I have a number of things I want to share with you today. So I'm just going to let this video circulate, and then very shortly I'm going to come back on here. I want to share with you another business closing in Vermont, and I want to share with you in that same video about the Morgan horse farm, and that might be it, but those are a couple of news items I want to share with you. So we're going to keep this one short and just have this one focus on Timothy Montaigne. If you have seen him, give authorities a call. Have a beautiful day, guys.